Spectacular job, and my
Thank
goodness,
you.
Anne Hathaway can kick some butt. Who knew?
Turns out, under the right circumstances, that could happen.
What was it like for you to, get the call from Christopher Nolan, or, however it played out, and to find out that you were going to be in this film and play Catwoman?
Well, it had been a journey to just the audition process. It was, first it was rumors that Chris was considering a new female character, and then it was, okay, so he's going to meet with a couple girls, and then he told me what the character was, and then it was whether or not you were going to be one of the girls invited to screen test. So it was a 3.5-month process. So by the time I got it, it just seemed like it couldn't possibly happen. I mean, I'd loved the character since I was a little girl, and it just didn't seem possible that it would be a reality in my life. And so then when I did get it, and then I went to set, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had working on a movie. It was just, I mean, it's still very, very pinch yourself territory.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it's a bucket list thing for you.
I didn't even know it was, because there's something, Chris got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today, and he said something about how he's like, I literally never thought this would happen to me. And it's the same thing. You just don't imagine that, because Michelle Pfeiffer's performance is so iconic, you just don't think that that opportunity will ever come up again. And the fact that it did while I was the right age, it's kind of mind-blowing. But it's after the fact. It's a bucket list thing.
Yeah. Getting in shape.
It's a postscript.
Yeah, it's a postscript, exactly. Getting in shape. Like, now one day, you got the role, and, you're in great shape, and you look always fantastic. But my goodness, there's probably a lot of special training would have to go into something like that.
It was more time in the gym than I think I had ever spent in my life combined, what I had to do for this movie. It was great. They showed me a lot of the stunts that they wanted me to do and a lot of the fighting styles, and Chris had said he wanted me to do all of the things that I could. And I'm a hyper-competitive person, so I was like, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do everything. So it was about getting myself in good enough shape that I could do all my own fighting, which I was pleased by the end I had.
Yeah, and doing it in heels, my dear?
And doing it in heels. I had to learn everything in flats and then slowly ramp it up.
Unbelievable. I loved how she just, you lifted your leg over that pot.
Thank you.
Pretty cool move.
I threw that in the screen test. I think that helped.
It was awesome. Working with Christian Bale. Now, here you are, you're new. This is the third one. So, a lot of people on this set have worked with him. They know him for 9 years. What was your first impression of him, and what was it like to work with a guy like that?
He's I know this sounds weird because there shouldn't be degrees of authenticity, but he's a deeply authentic person. Very, very much himself. He's one of the smartest people I've ever met. And he's just a love. I loved him instantly, and I still do. I think he's adorable, and he's just such a great, 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 great actor. Every day was a privilege.
Do you still find at this point that you're learning from these people on the sets that you look at this movie, who was on this set? We're talking, Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, et cetera, et cetera.
Of course. I hope I always learn from the people that I work with. I mean, especially when you're in this kind of company. I mean, I remember coming in one day and I saw Joe and I'm like, hey, you had that scene with Oldman the other day. How was it? He's like, oh my God, I can't even talk about what he did. And then I'm like, I know Christian the other day did this thing, and Michael. And we were just like trading notes about what everybody was doing. It was like, I don't know, trading baseball cards or something. But it was, it was a masterclass every day. Everybody that you saw work, and everybody had, everyone comes from such different backgrounds, but somehow everyone found the same note to play in the film, and I believe that's due to Chris and the strength of his and Jonah's script.
Yeah, what is it about that man that he just keeps everything so calm, yet he just keeps topping himself with every film?
I think the calmness comes from he's a really good person. He's a wonderful father, and so I think he's able to be in the midst of chaos and keep his cool. And he's also he has a legitimately brilliant mind. I mean, it's become an overused word but when I think of brilliance, I think of Chris. And and it's another overused word. He is a genius. These are very, very big words, but he earns them. And he's funny as anything. So he's kind of too good to be true.
And he drinks tea.
Everything about this film, he drinks a lot of tea. He drinks a tremendous amount of tea. I believe that's the secret. It's all about Earl Grey.
Exactly. Your first reaction to yourself looking at yourself in that costume, putting that Catwoman suit on. Do you remember it?
My first reaction was at the camera test, and I still had a ways to go before I was happy with it. But I did have a moment where I was standing with Tom, who was in the full Bane get-up, and then Christian was wearing the bat suit, and I was dressed as Catwoman, and I said, this is either going to work spectacularly, or we're going to look like rejects from Hollywood Boulevard. But I think it was the former.
Looked amazing. Okay, I can't leave this room without asking you something about Les Mis.
Oh,
it is
okay.
by far my absolute favorite play musical. I've seen it 1,000 times. I mean, really, I cannot
so
wait.
glad to hear that.
I can't even tell you how excited I am for this movie. And we know you can do everything. We know you can sing, but to sing live, to be on that set, and to have just, you just finished shooting, can you just give me a little taste of what it was like to be a part of that?
It was magical. And that one's not dissimilar to this one, where you just couldn't believe the talent that was around you, and how professional and hardworking everyone is. And it was very scary to go to some of the places I had to go to as this character, but I had so much support, and it just feels like it's my year of too good to be true dreams coming true.
No, you so deserve it, and
Thank you
like I say,
very much.
you're
That's
so
such a
great in
kind
that.
thing. I don't think anyone deserves what I'm getting right now.
No, you do.
Maybe Gandhi.
No,
but,
seriously.
not me.
No, honestly, I've been interviewing you ever since, way back, and you're just a lovely, lovely person, and you do deserve everything, and you're so great in this, and like I say, I'm
really
counting the
emotional.
days
Thank
to
you.
Les Mis. I'm singing the tunes already from that trailer. So great to talk
You're
to you.
going to love Hugh Jackman.
Thank you. Oh,
Hugh Jackman's going to blow your mind.
I already do love Hugh Jackman, so there's nothing more could be better.